What's up, everybody? You are now listening to From the East Side with Love. As always, it's your boy Kosher. And let's talk about it, guys. Game 5 of the NBA Finals. I mean, hey, SGA pulled through. He did his thing with the fouls and all. Boy was a bucket down the stretch. Definitely a must-win for the Thunder, and they get a win at the Pacers. So now, home field back to the Thunder. It was similar to Game 1 in the sense where, in a reverse way, where the Pacers were leading for most of the game, and then just at the end, they couldn't keep up. They ran out of gas, and basically, hey, it is what it is. You got a closer in SGA, and SGA did his thing. So I'm gonna go over some of the stats that happened in Game 4, and basically SGA led all scorers with 35. Remember, last time we were on the podcast, we had said that SGA has to score at least 30. Started off real slow. Was looking a little hesitant. Came on strong at the end. Pause. So, obviously, did what he had to do to win the game. I mean, that was really pure his will. Haliburton didn't do the Hali bomber. I felt like he was I just didn't feel like he had that fire. Siakam had a good game, but not enough. Caruso had 20 points. We're gonna go over the stats, but right here, SGA, 35 points. Chet, big 15 rebounds. Okay, and the soft in the post. Hallie always gonna get you assists, 7 assists. Let's look at some points. 14 points from Chet. Jalen Williams definitely kept him in the game. You look, as much as SGA, so Jalen Williams was a life force in the first half. SGA was a life force in the second half. Okay, so let's just put it like that. Big 11 for 11. 11 out of 11 free throws. SGA, big 10 out of 10. Free throw merchant. You know what it is. But big 20 points. You guys can see here. Big 20 points out of Alex Caruso. NBA champion Alex Caruso. Put some respect on his name. Champion from the LA Lakers. We know what it is. Hurts that he left. Hurts that we didn't keep him with the team. But yeah, look, Siakam. Down here below, we can see what he got. 20 points. Again, I told you guys, Siakam and Hallie have to have 20 field goal attempts. Minimum between both of them, or not between each. 15 and 15, not going to cut it, okay? Siakam did play well, though, okay? 5 steals, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. Naismith finally got on the board. Nembhard, Turner, Obi Toppin with a huge 17 points. Mathurin only had 8 points, but he did what he could. 1 out of 7 from 3 from Hallie, not bombing. Hallie bricking, okay? 0 for 6. Every time Turner was shot a 3-pointer, I cringed. I don't know what you doing, baby. What you doing? Like, that's pause too. I mean, terrible. Dude, this was another game where OKC could have lost. They should have lost. 3 for 17 out of 3. They shot well from inside the arc, and obviously shot really well from the free throw line. But it just felt like the Thunder weren't gonna win. But SGA, like I said, SGA came back at the end, showed why he's the MVP of the league, and sealed the deal to tie the series 2-2. So shout out to SGA. Not the guy that I care for too much, but a guy who puts on for his team. Rick Carlisle had some good adjustments. Naismith made some critical fouls against SGA. Nembhard was playing better on SGA, but hey, SGA got the switch, cooked them. Indiana needs to keep the intensity up, full court pressure on SGA. I think that's great. I think that it's tiring him out. I don't believe the front announcer saying like he's super tired. I do think they're making him work hard, but he wasn't sweating. I don't think he was breathing that hard. I just think that they're making him have to beat them. They're not letting him get a full. They're not giving him space. They're pressuring him. That's what you need to do. But he still overcame today. So, if the Pacers win next game, they probably win the series. Whoever wins Game 5 wins the series. Okay, guys? That's what I'm going to go for. I still had a Thunder in 6, but whoever wins the series, whoever wins Game 5 wins the series. I believe that Siakam will be the Finals MVP if the Pacers win. And obviously, if the Thunder win, then we got to go with SGA. SGA with a sweep between the regular season MVP, and the Finals MVP. And did he get a West Coast MVP as well? So, I mean, the boy about to have MVP season all the way around. And Haliburton, man, he's got to be aggressive. Like, he has to bring it in Game 5. Siakam and Hallie have to do what they have to do to win Game 5. Okay, I need 20 shot attempts for both of them. Again, Siakam did play well, but I still think he could have had more shot attempts. Haliburton definitely needs some more shot attempts. And obviously need to fix his broke-ass 3, because that was pretty broke right there at the end. 1 for 7, not good. And Miles Turner, you got to shoot it from the inside, brother. I don't know. Like, you're doing too much on the outside. I know you're streaky, so I get it. But, Alex Caruso, you keep getting that type of bench points with his defense, hard to stop. Alex Caruso scoring double digits, yeah, it's hard to stop. Obviously, TJ McConnell, it was a different game. They didn't have too much. They didn't feature TJ McConnell down the stretch, what they did in Game 3. But that's a spark that you want to see the Pacers use. Obi Toppin had a couple of decent moments here and there. Just needs to stay consistent. So, the only person that didn't necessarily do well would have been Lou Dort. But again, if SGA scores 30 plus, it's like OKC kind of has a really good pulse on things if he can score 30. And, J. Will does his thing. Lou Dort fills in the rest. Obviously, Chet will get his here and there. So, that's where we're at. Still got the Thunder in 6. But if the Pacers were to win another game in OKC, ooh. Yeah, it's going to be ugly for the Thunder. But it is what it is. Next, let's talk about the NFL, everybody. Mini camps and OTAs just finished or out the way. We have about, 6 weeks of just no NFL news, just chilling. It's everybody gets to, enjoy the rest of the summer for another 4 to 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. And then we're going to go to training camp. So that's going to be exciting. What are you guys looking forward to? We don't know what's going to happen with the Bengals with their first round pick. They still haven't signed their edge, Trey Henderson. So Bengals going Bengals. Don't know what's going on with the Colts with Anthony Richardson. Hearing rumors that Daniel Jones is doing well. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. That's controversy in itself because what's Aaron Rodgers gonna do? He had a good season last year statistically. The Jets didn't. The Jets are the Jets. What are you guys looking forward most to this upcoming season? Have any early Super Bowl picks? You guys doing any fantasy leagues? Who do you think MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year? You got any early predictions right now? I got an early prediction for Rookie Offensive Player or Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, okay? And I want to share this little tidbit with y'all if y'all don't mind. Let me just make sure I got everything in order right here. Yeah, let's get it. I love it too. You see, now, this is special for me because he's a number one pick in the draft, so we got to talk about him. We got to. Why? Like, he's a number one pick in the draft. He just happens to be on the Titans, which y'all know that's my team. So, this is the type of things that just exudes I'm in love. I mean, what else can I tell y'all? Like, it's just beautiful. Like, it's what the Titans need to get to the next level, to get back to the promised land, to hopefully win a championship. You need a quarterback that's going to have moxie, and what better yet than the number one pick, Cam Ward, saying that, the defense can't F with him. Now, obviously, it's practice. We got a long way. It is what it is on that. But what a great sign. And this kid's slept on. 0-star recruit. Just been an underdog, grinding his whole life. No different than when he got called into the pros. There was a trade that was happening with Jacksonville moving up to go get Travis Hunter, so they kind of squashed all that. And so he doesn't ever really get his due, his shine, but I'm going to give him the shine. And best believe on socials, you see my socials up there, Kosher FTESWL on Twitter or anything else, I'm going to be, oh man, let this kid start rocking, bro. Let this kid start doing stuff. Y'all going to see a lot more of me for sure. Okay. So, yeah, that you heard from the number one overall pick, my quarterback, Cam Ward. That's what it is. Got some MMA news right here. Basically, PFL, they just had a card last night, and I made a post about this on IG. We're talking about Haiti versus Jamaica. I'm Haitian, so I wanted Haiti to get some love. Thad Gene, and he did. He fought Jared Jackson and won a split decision. So now he's in the finals. And so this right here is he's going against Logan Storley and welterweight 170. So August 1st in Atlantic City, they'll have the belt. And I'm one for Thad Gene. 10-0, undefeated, prospect. Let's go, boy. I'm excited to see what you got. The Silverback. Excuse me, Jason Jackson. Excuse me, not Jerry Jackson. Jason Jackson. That's a Jamaican. And so I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. It was a decent card that PFL put on last night. And yeah, well, let's see this face off real quick.
PFL World Tournament, the Silverback Thad Gene versus former Bellator champion Logan Storley. That is the welterweight final for you guys. August. Make sure you tune in live.
I got some. I got some more MMA news. This was interesting. I gotta switch that over so we don't lose that. But Usman versus Buckley is happening tomorrow. Let's look at this. Fight week on Dana White's page. This is gonna be a good card in Atlanta, UFC Atlanta. I mean, look at that knockout, Usman. Usman had to fight him like 2 years ago. So we're gonna see what happens. Thug Rose right there. Go. Tiesa versus McGee. Yeah, that's gonna be decent, man. That's gonna be decent. Let me X out these pages while I talk about this right here, because there's something that interested me about this card, and it's this right here. So this is the face-off the day before today. Usman in his Nigerian colors. You can see the height difference. Usman looks a lot bigger than Buckley, to be honest. So that'll be interesting to come into. But look right here. Look at this man right here. Francis Ngannou. Back around the UFC. Now, obviously, he supported his man Usman, and we haven't seen Ngannou in a while, and definitely around the UFC. And there was some noise. I think it was Ngannou's manager that said, "Hey, we still want that John Jones fight." And if we all know what's going on with this John Jones drama, it's always drama around. It's always drama around John Jones. But John Jones says he wants to fight too. Forget what Tom Aspinall is talking about. Let's do what we were supposed to do and have Ngannou fight John Jones. Do you think Ngannou being here, obviously he's supporting Usman, it is what it is. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think Ngannou said anything to the brass, the UFC brass? Do you think he peeped anything? Do you any communication was made? Do y'all think that, or do you think that Ngannou was just there for business? You know, it ended sourly anyway, so he wasn't even, he's not even worried about it. I think it's interesting. I think that the UFC, a lot of people are saying they're lacking stars. I'm not gonna say that there's gonna be a cross promotion of promotions. I don't think that the UFC will do anything with the PFL. But this is an intriguing fight. John Jones still the champ. He's getting away with murder. A lot of people are thinking by stalling and not fighting Tom Aspinall, what have you. John Jones said you can strip me, but he wants to fight Ngannou. Do you think we can make this happen? Do you think the UFC can make it happen? Or has that ship sailed? I just find it interesting that Ngannou's here. I'm going to be honest. Right after his manager said what he had said. So, let me know what y'all think. Yeah. Will he be here tomorrow, too? In Atlanta? That's going to be interesting. Telling you, that's going to be interesting. So, we got also a boxing fight from Matchroom. Richardson versus Kambosos. Look at this. So this is for the IBF World Junior welterweight title. 140 pounds, Richardson versus Kambosos, Australian. This is going to be in New York tomorrow. Richardson, man. Look at he asked Kambosos to he asked George to put up $50K on the fight. George didn't want to do it. Kind of talking pretty, the more words. Who do y'all think is gonna win this match right here? This looking pretty. This matchroom card is looking pretty good. All right, this match is looking pretty good. So that's something else y'all could watch if you're not into UFC. This got announced, the press conference. They're going to have an Riyadh. They're going to do it in New York. And they're going to have a press conference, in Vegas, which June 27th. Now look at the dates. The 20th, the 22nd, and the 27th. The fights in September. So I don't know if this is just the first 3 dates of a tour. Obviously it says Canelo and Crawford to meet at a 3-city press tour in June. That doesn't mean they're not gonna have a press tour in July, and that doesn't mean it's not gonna have a press tour in August. I'm surprised they're doing it early in Vegas. That early in Vegas. I guess they're gonna maybe come back. Surprised they don't have LA in it. Or Texas. Do y'all expect a build-up kind of like Floyd had with Conor McGregor? They went all over the place. North, south, west, Toronto, I think overseas. So, Cali, New York, they were everywhere. I think they had like 4 or 5 places that they went to. Do you expect a Mexico, press conference? This is literally the biggest fight. Shoot, man. This is the biggest fight, maybe since Errol Spence versus Crawford, but this is going to be a lot bigger than that. So this fight is, I would probably say this fight is probably going to be, it's not going to be as big as Conor versus Floyd, but this is probably as big as that in a boxing sense. We'll see what the numbers say, but this is the mega fight. This is what we are waiting for. This is a crazy fight. So I'm interested to know what's going to happen. I hope there's going to be some more press conferences, some more marketing around this. I just think it's just the tip of the iceberg, which is cool. Starting off in like 2 weeks. But yeah, do you guys have any other predictions? I'm going for Crawford. I'll let y'all know. I think he'll win by, I think he goes to the cards. I don't see anybody getting knocked out, and I don't see any TKOs. So I think it goes to the cards. I think that there won't be any controversy. And if there is, then it's good for boxing, because then they'll probably have a rematch. I do think, though, if Crawford wins, they will try to run it back. If Canelo wins, I don't think they'll try to run it back unless it was close. So that's just early predictions. We're going to see as time goes on what happens. So don't pencil me in. Hopefully I stay true to what I'm saying. But that's where I'm at right now. I found this pretty funny, what I'm going to show y'all next. So please just watch with me. Terrence Crawford knocks out a 168-pound boxer with a slap. All right.
Damn, bud.
That was Steven So Cold Nelson. Let's look at that again.
Let's go. 1, 2. Damn, bud.
I don't know if Dana White spoke to Crawford and was like, "Hey man, we need some power slam content," or is Crawford gonna do power slap in the future? But there you go. I mean, pause when I say this: raw hand, bare hand to face. Crawford is knocking out a 168-pound fighter, boxer. So make as you will from that. But obviously, we don't know how heavy Crawford is in that video. Probably in the 180s, 190s, I would presume. So, but we don't know how heavy the boxer is too. The guy that got knocked out. So maybe he's in the same weight, 180, 190 as well. But yeah, so that was kind of crazy that he just dropped that video just now, and I feel like it's his promo for Power Slap. Obviously, Dana White's going to be the head promoter for the Canelo versus Crawford fight. Turkey's going to be there as well. So I thought that was funny, man. I thought that was real unique. So this right here is the last podcast. If y'all were listening, I was talking about Kendrick Lamar. Was gonna do a 2-day tour in Toronto, and half of my video got cut out because I had Luther in it, the music video. I'm new to the YouTube thing, so y'all forgive me. But Kendrick looks like first night went really successful. He's jamming out in Toronto, at the Rogers Stadium. I've heard Drake hasn't even performed there, and look, y'all can see it for yourself. I mean, this looks pretty much sold out. I don't know how many seats this holds. Maybe 40 to 60K. I don't know, maybe more. He's performing Not Like Us. Whole crowd singing it. This is wild for Drake. I'm sure this is, this is not what, I mean, Summer Jam screen and all. I find it even more interesting that Drake, well, we haven't even seen him. I guess as we really should have seen him, but nowhere to be found. I guess he'll probably pop up if SGA wins. If SGA wins and a title, but that's not what we want. We definitely don't want that. And I also found this. This is in Toronto, New Ho King, the restaurant that Kendrick quotes in Euphoria. And this was, I believe, after the concert. They're having a little concert of their own, playing Not Like Us. Now, I don't know why they weren't playing Euphoria. Fried rice and the dim sauce with the blami, Crody. Not sure why they're not playing Euphoria, but they're making a fool of themselves out there in a good way. Just saying, it's not bad. See, like, people look like people are wearing some LA Dodger hats in there, wearing Dodger blue. All right. Yeah, I'm sure this restaurant is loving it. Loving it. And I hope they slide in Kendrick a couple of bills on the side. How about that? So, but yeah, Kendrick's gonna have a part. Is going on tonight again. Sure, he's having fun. I hope he's safe. I hope everything goes well. We don't need no issues, man. It's already hard enough out here, so we need peace. That's what we need right now. We need peace. We need people to chill, and relax. You can see it right here. Kendrick Lamar. Fans last night packed out a Chinese restaurant, New Ho King, after his concert in Toronto. Here's them singing "Not Like Us" together. So, yeah, Kendrick got the city out. Turned your city out. Hopefully, he turns it out tonight. Comes back home safe. We live to see another day. Anyway, y'all, I thank y'all for listening. If y'all got any questions, y'all want to holler at your boy, y'all see the socials, at Kosher FTESWL on Twitter, From the East Side with Love on IG, on TikTok, Kosher FTESWL, From the East Side with Love 562 on YouTube. Trying to get this YouTube popping so y'all can see. Again, if y'all have anything that y'all want me to talk about, I'd love to parlay. Y'all got to see a lot more of me. We're trying to build a brand, trying to make this, take it to the next level. So appreciate all the support, and I definitely, from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all for rocking with me. Everybody stay blessed, stay positive. We out. Peace.